A few weeks ago, we were at Turnberry, up on the west coast of Scotland in Ayrshire, and we were there with Donald Trump, who owns the course and is immensely proud of it. Here he was talking about the course and its prospects of hosting the British Open Golf Championship.
They want to be back here very badly. They think I'm a controversial figure, but they want to be, it's in the Rota. Yeah. And everybody says it's the best course in the world, but, sometimes controversy is good. But, yeah, I think so. I think they think I'm a little bit of a controversial figure, even as president. But they're hurting golf because everybody wants to be at Turnberry. Everybody. The pros want to be here, and the people want it to be here. This place would be packed. And actually, I'm not controversial. I just get things done.
Well, that was Donald Trump on Turnberry, and he is, I have to say, inordinately proud of it. He's changed 13 of the 18 holes. When I was there with him at that time, the 6th and 7th he thought could be even better. But despite being on the rota for the Open Golf Championship, the Royal and Ancient St Andrews have announced today they will not be returning him short term to Turnberry because they're worried about possible distractions. Well, joining me now down the line is Ralph Porciani, the General Manager of Trump Turnberry. So, Ralph, they're not going to come to you. The British Open's not going to come. Clearly the hotel's not good enough and the golf course isn't good enough.
Good evening, Nigel. Well, actually, I think the real thing we need to talk about is probably three things: the history, the golfers with the course, and also the family. They're the important things here. I mean, the history at Turnberry, Nigel, goes back to 1892, when five guys from Girvan decided to create the course. And then the Ailsa was born in 1902. It then survived, as you know, because we saw the history when you were there, 2 world wars. Was rebuilt again and went on to host 4 Open Championships, and the most magnificent Open Championship of all, the 1977 Jewel in the Sun. So there's no question whether the Open should return to Turnberry. I think it's a fact, Nigel.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, this word the RNA used, they're worried about distractions. They're worried about Donald Trump being a bigger figure than the golf if the event came to Turnberry. Do you think that's a fair decision from them?
No, personally, I don't believe so, because I think what's important here is the golfers. I mean, I think too often now people don't put the daytime, the work job stuff to one side. What we need to focus on is golf. The Ailsa course is a magnificent course. It's number one, as you said, UK, Ireland and Europe just now. The question I get asked every single day by hundreds of golfers that come through Turnberry is when? And I can't answer that. The question I hate to get asked all the time is they ask me why not, because I can't think of a valid reason not to bring it to back to the Ailsa course. Next, I mean, the family, the investment and the commitment that the Trump family have at Turnberry is second to none. 19 years I've been at Turnberry, 3 owners, from, great hotel companies through to Sheikh Maktoum when we were owned by Dubai World. And nobody's shown the commitment to Turnberry, to Scotland and to the UK with the investment, over $200 million committed to Turnberry. But the most important thing, there is that every single penny we take goes back into the course, goes back into the hotel and goes back into the local community. So their commitment to Scotland and golf is second to none.
You know what, Ralph? With or without the British Open, I know that Turnberry's going to go on being a massive success. The Trumps are enormously proud of it. And I stayed there, and you're doing a great job, and it's a fantastic place. So don't let the RNA worry you. Carry on doing what you're doing, and thank you for joining me tonight here
You will do.
on GB News.